Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, I'm gonna walk you through our personal experience in regards with the business registration here in Germany. I'm gonna try to explain more in English so more people can get to know the process, because this applies to everyone, especially the expats or those who are just newly here in Germany. So I'm a Filipina and I'm married to a German national. So after all the processing, I was on a process of getting my Aufenthaltstitel, and I was issued a Fiction Bescheinigung. And through the process of it all, me and my husband decided, what if we open just an online business, so I have something that busy about while also learning the language for the meantime. That's when it started that we were planning to create a business. We began our research. So guys, this is more for the people who wants to build first a solo proprietorship kind of business or business registration. So I'm gonna put here the German equivalent. So because there are other kind of businesses like limited liability, partnership, and corporation, or more commonly known here in Germany as the GmbH. So maybe you're reading through certain products and you flip the product and you can read there the production or manufacturer companies, and they usually have this GmbH registration. But for the GmbH, you are required at least like a 25k in bank. So for people who are just starting or just a solo proprietorship or a one-person business, so these are the process that we went through. Okay, so first step guys is you have to locate or get to know the Gewerbeamt office, or it's the business office in your municipality or district office. All you have to do is Google. So you can type Gewerbeamt. I'm gonna put the spelling here, and then you type your city or your district. For example, if you're in, in my case, we are in Rhineland-Pfalz. So Rhineland-Pfalz is subdivided by certain districts. So you have to know or ask someone in which district you want to register the business. So once you get to know the contact information or the location, preferably you can contact or call the Gewerbeamt office, and you have to make a termin. So termin means a schedule. So once you get the schedule, some Gewerbeamt offices are not strict, so they allow a walk-in. So in our case, they're not strict, so we were allowed a walk-in between the opening hours in any time. So after the call in the morning, what we did with my husband is that we went immediately to the Gewerbeamt in the afternoon. So during that time, I don't yet have the Aufenthaltstitel, but I have a valid Fiction Bescheinigung. So we just carried that, and then we prepared at least 40 euro. We carried 40 euro, and I also carried with me my passport. So as I remember, it's 3 things we carried: my passport, my Fiction Bescheinigung, or if you have Aufenthaltstitel, that's better. Anyways, in the process, when I got my Aufenthaltstitel, we immediately emailed it to the Gewerbeamt to store in their documents, because they if the Gewerbeamt office is quite strict, they will require the Aufenthaltstitel. So you just try if you still have the Fiktionbescheinigung, if they accept that, and then you can tell that you can follow up with the Aufenthaltstitel later on. Or if they're quite strict, you just wait for the Aufenthaltstitel. And so the passport, the ID or Fiktionbescheinigung or Aufenthaltstitel, and the money, so the cash. I don't know yet with the other districts, but in our district we paid 40 euro for the sole proprietorship business registration. Okay, so you can also tell the Gewerbeamt whether you're doing the business for full-time or part-time. Okay, so once we enter the Gewerbeamt office, there's just a short interview, like they want to know what kind of business or what kind of goods you are going to sell or trade for. And then they also get some information like the name, the birth date, and certain information like where you live, okay, or where you're registering the business. For us, because I'm with my husband that time, and he serves as my kind of like a translator, to have the effective communication, okay, in German with the Gewerbeamt officer. So he just also told the officer where we will register, and it's just like for the meantime and online, so we just do the business at home, okay. And but you can also bring your Anmeldung if you have the paper, or where you want to rent, okay. So if you have the lease for where you want to do the business, so you can bring that too. In the next slide, guys, I'm gonna show you certain kinds of businesses where it's a bit quite strict, because you need also a commercial register for that. So that's the reason why the Gewerbeamt will ask you regarding the trade or kind of goods that you want to sell, because there are certain fields or kind of businesses here in Germany that is quite needs more papers, okay. So they need more a commercial register for those kind of businesses. So I'm gonna post in the next slide what kind of businesses that needs more registration. Very important also to first, before building the business or having the idea for the business, to decide on which kind of business you want to do. Okay, so for us, we just want to start with the online selling of dry goods, like Asian goods, products like this. Okay, we were permitted to do the online handle registration or the online trade. Also down below our page, and we're also on the process of doing our website, so hopefully we can offer more goods for you guys. And so you can check it out down below for our Facebook and other business handles. Back to the business registration. After we were interviewed only a bit, the Gewerbeamt officer is actually very friendly and very approachable. And then after less than an hour, we got our Gewerbeanmeldung paper. So after we paid, after the officer got the information, there is a certain Gewerbeanmeldung paper or registration form, and the officer can make it also online for you, like he can input the information while being interviewed, and then the paper was printed, and then I make the signature. Okay, so he made me sign the document. But before signing, guys, you can double check all that information. They will make you double check the information, like the name, the birth date, and all the other stuff there. You need to double check if it's correct. And then if all is correct, they will let you sign the document. Okay, and that will be your Gewerbeanmeldung, and they will stamp on it. So you give the payment. It can be cash or by card. We paid by cash, so it's easier. And then the paper was given to us the same time as well, so it was very easy, guys. And the officer stamped on it. Okay, there's a stamp on it. So it's usually a 2-page Anmeldung registration paper, okay, with a stamp on it. And after we have that, our business is already registered in the district. So guys, for a solo proprietorship under business categories which don't need commercial register, it's actually very easy to get a Gewerbeanmeldung, especially if the officer is not so busy and like friendly. It also pays if you will bring along a German friend who can be a translator for you in case the Gewerbe officer is not sprechen Sie English, not like speaking a lot of English. So you can bring any German friend or your partner along, so the ease of communication is there. Okay, so guys, and speaking on behalf of a solo proprietorship, okay, I believe with registrations with the GmbH, it has a different more papers. So you have to, if you are looking into building a GmbH or more of the corporation kinds of things, you can maybe double check first with a Gewerbe officer, maybe make a call, and you can ask first what documents you need, so that when you have the termine, everything is already in your hands. You can submit it for once, all the documents that is needed. Okay, after the Gewerbeanmeldung, which was very easy, quite easy and flexible. So it's just that when we went there, walk in, when we get out of the office, we already have the paper, the Anmeldung for the business. So that's very easy, guys, for the solo proprietorship. In the, like I said, the business registration or business fields that does not need the commercial registers. So what the officer did after is also to give us a handout paper for the Finanzamt. So here's when it gets tricky. The business registration is quite easy, but the next step you will need a bit of patience, especially when you want your business to have the VAT or to have the VAT, as what we say. So when you are solo proprietorship and you want to deal with all these distributors for your business, for your goods, sometimes the distributor or other companies wants to get your VAT ID. So in the next slide, maybe I'll put some information, written information about this VAT. And this is different from your tax identification number, which will be given by the Anmeldung or the location. After, when you register your address, you will get the tax, but that tax identification number is different from your VAT ID. VAT ID is more for the businesses, and you have to get that from your Finanzamt. For your Finanzamt, guys, that's the next step. So you have also to research whether your business will pay taxes, whether it's a small business or a regular business, sole proprietorship. So in order to do that, you have to deal with the Finanzamt also in your district or in your city. So that's when you get to have the patience, because sometimes getting the VAT ID number will take weeks. It can range from between 4 to 8 weeks. Okay, so sometimes when dealing with your distributors, they want to get the VAT ID, but also at the same time you need to process much more longer for the VAT. But this is not very hard. You just have to have the patience, because it requires process. So maybe I'll make a different video regarding the VAT ID number or how to deal with the Finanzamt in your area, because it also needs a bit of a process, especially when registering online or getting a termin for the Finanzamt. So maybe that's the next video that I will make soon. Okay, that's it for now, and if there are more questions that you want to ask, you can just comment down below, and see you guys next time.